Hello, coolers. Welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest transfer news. We start with Ousmane Dembele, as it is being rumored that Dembele might still be forced to renew with Barcelona despite his contract expiring some 2 days back. And why is it so? We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about Cesar Azpilicueta, as it has been reported that Barcelona have agreed personal terms with the legendary Spanish defender, and they are very sure that his move to the Camp Nou will happen. We are also going to be looking at that. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a video. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Yesterday was the first day Ousmane Dembele ceases to be a Barca player, as his contract with the club officially expired at the end of June. But the possibility of him remaining a player for Barca next season has not been ruled out completely, especially following Ben Jacobs' update on the winger's current situation. Even after leaving Barcelona, it appears Chelsea are not willing to meet Dembele's exorbitant wage demands either. They are currently invested in the pursuit of Matic de Ligt and Rafinha, who remains a target for Barca, and are not willing to meet anywhere near his demands. Other suitors in the form of Bayern Munich and even Liverpool have shown no desire to meet Dembele's wages. Bayern have already signed Sadio Mane, while Liverpool have recently extended the contract of Mohamed Salah. Meanwhile, PSG's interest in the player has stalled following the appointment of Luis Campos. It has left Dembele in a precarious position, and the winger must lower his salary demands if he wants to find a new club ahead of the new season. Barcelona had submitted a final offer of around €6 million per season after tax. Although Dembele wants to double that amount Barca are offering, the club remained confident of their chances of bagging his services for a relatively marginal salary. However, Dembele must decide soon, as Barcelona's offer may expire in the coming days. The board is also divided on the idea of keeping him at the club. With his contract coming to an end, any potential agreement with Dembele could see him being registered as a new signing. It is bound to make the operation tricky, as the club would then have to register him. The Catalans are hopeful they can register new signings Andres Christensen and Frank Kessie using the recent economic levers. But whether or not they can reach an agreement with Dembele in the coming days remains to be seen. It really looks unlikely that any agreement for Dembele will be made. Very unlikely, because when we consider the fact that Barcelona are closing in on a move for Rafinha of Leeds United, then there is every reason for somebody to think that Barca don't give a damn. I mean, when it comes to Dembele's situation. We all know Rafinha will have been eyed for a long time as a replacement for Ousmane Dembele. And now that Dembele's contract has expired and he's still very hard-headed about better offers whatsoever, I very much doubt Barcelona will make any serious progress to sign Ousmane Dembele again. We quite remember the fact that he have seen his contract expire. If he wants to play for Barca, he's coming like a new player. But right now, let's see. But what reports are claiming is that, it is not completely ruled out that Dembele will not play for Barca next season. There's still a possibility. But I think that possibility is very small, given that Rafinha is closer to a Barcelona move after hearing the good news of Barcelona agreeing with Leeds United for the player. Let's hope that things go the way they are. Then on to the next story of discussion. With the transfer window now officially open in Spain, and with the activation of the first economic lever, Barcelona could look to step up their efforts to sign new players in the coming days. While they continue to battle for the signing of Robert Lewandowski, there could be multiple signings made that might go under the radar. One such deal that Barca are seemingly working on is to sign Chelsea captain and Spanish international defender Cesar Azpilicueta. The versatile defender, who is being lined up to replace Dani Alves at right back, has entered the final year of his contract with Chelsea, and it has been previously reported that the 32-year-old wishes to return to Spain this summer, with a move to Barcelona very appealing to him. Now, journalist Alex Pintanel is reporting that Barca already have an agreement with Azpilicueta over personal terms. However, the Catalan Giants are yet to finalize an agreement with Chelsea for the Spaniard's transfer. While Sergio Dest is likely to stay at Camp Nou, the departure of Alves and the impending sale of Oscar Mingueza means that Xavi Hernandez will be short of numbers in the right-back slot. Azpilicueta, who is a legend at Chelsea and has led the club to great heights with distinction, would be a valuable addition due to the experience and know-how he brings to the table, along with his ability to play anywhere in the backline. And while an agreement with a Spanish international is a step in the right direction, the deal cannot go through until Barcelona and Chelsea agree on a transfer fee. Alex Pintanel goes on to add that Barcelona find themselves in a similar situation with Azpilicueta's Chelsea teammate and compatriot Marcos Alonso, who is also a target for the Catalans and is in the final 12 months of his deal. Barca have been monitoring the situation of Azpilicueta for the longest time now. They keep monitoring him, as Xavi looks to strengthen the right back. We know the right back is another position that, Barca must strengthen. Even though it might not be appealing to everyone, the fact that Barca want to strengthen their right back with a 34-year-old player, but it is what it is. Xavi have really prioritized him as his main right back next season if he comes. So what is being reported is the fact that an agreement between Barca and the player have already been made. So it's now to come to an agreement with Chelsea. Chelsea know very well, let's not forget, Chelsea know very well that Azpilicueta wants a move to Barca, and Chelsea have already made it clear that they will not stand in his way. They will not stand in his way when it comes to him leaving to Spain. But given the fact that that automatic renewal was made, let's not forget that Chelsea have unilaterally extended Azpilicueta's contract for 1 more year, but they are still open for a move despite that. So we have been getting reports of a price range of 5 to 13 million euros for Azpilicueta, very negotiable. So Barca can still negotiate with Chelsea so that the move can work. So let's see. Now that Barcelona have been, they have already started activating their economic levers bit by bit. It is very easy to say Barca now will be optimistic that a deal for Azpilicueta is not far away. I don't think Barca will have any problem sharing out the 5 million or whatever that they want to pay for Azpilicueta. Marcos Alonso is another player that have been strongly linked, a left back role. Jordi Alba is there alone, and Xavi wants to make sure that a new left back comes to the team because we need a deputy for Jordi Alba. We don't need one player to play one position throughout the season without a deputy, which will be very important. So Azpilicueta's own, let's not forget, Azpilicueta's own case is far easier than that of Marcos Alonso. Chelsea, from what we are getting, are not too happy for the fact that they have been losing a lot of defenders this transfer window, and they might just make life really difficult when it comes to Marcos Alonso's signature because they don't want to lose. Except they get their desired targets in the market, Chelsea, then they'll be very open for Marcos Alonso. But Barcelona are pushing for a move for Alonso, and also given the fact that Alonso really wants a Barcelona move, it also plays in Barca's favor. So callers, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.